How are you? Welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream, I am playing Sonic Spinball 2. No, not really. I'm playing Sonic Frontiers. But sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. The reason I'm playing Sonic Spinball 2 is because this challenge here is just way too long. It obviously draws inspiration from Sonic Spinball, which is a really fun game, really fun, like, spin-off Sonic game. But it's just so long, like. So look, have a look there, no, like that. This is basically Sonic Spinball 2. This is a surprise announcement at last night's Game Awards. Sonic Spinball 2, you can play it right now on consoles and PC. Alright, so there's two scores, as you may see there on the top right hand corner of your screen, okay? The one on the top is my score, my current score, right? And the score underneath it, that's the score that I have to get. So you can see why it's so long. And then, like, if you run out of life, you have to start all over again. So this entire live stream might just consist of me playing what I'm calling Sonic Spinball 2. So, I hope my viewers like pinball, and in specific Sonic Spinball, because this is what you are going to be seeing for the majority of this live stream. Now, I mentioned the Game Awards earlier. I would imagine that's going to be a hot topic of this live stream, depending on who joins the live stream. See that now, like, I only have one life left. And then after that, I have to start all over again. Look, I have to start all over again now. And I do not have the motivation to do it again. I'm only after coming back from a rest. I was resting there for about an hour and a half. When the rest, but this has me wanting to go another rest now, because I swear it's the most repetitive challenge in the game. I'm not being funny. If you could actually see my face right now, this is actually putting me to sleep. It's so repetitive, right? Oh. Sammy, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, Brazil. Gone. Mission Hexagon. How are you? As always, you are very welcome to Green Hill Gaming. I am back with another Sonic Frontiers live stream, or as I like to call it right now, Sonic Spinball 2, because of this way too long challenge. How are you keeping? Did you watch the Game Awards? Oh, Jesus. Mr. Dark Sammy, did you watch the Game Awards yesterday? Oh, for fuck. Oh, I do not have the motivation to retry this again. So I'm actually glad I called this live stream Sonic Spinball 2 now, because it is so long. This is going to be the entire live stream, like me playing this pinball challenge. Oh god. A familiar looking ancient site. Clear the game to see what happens. So it literally is a game, like clear the game in the ruins. Like this is Sonic Spinball 2. More or less. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, you know when it goes around the edge? I was hoping I could pause the game while you could see the level, but when the pinball goes around the far edge of the screen, like you can't go into the vortex. Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, they gave me those yellow triangle things, like bumpers. They're basically telling me, they're saying, Johnny. I'm saying, yeah. And they're saying, you're shit at this game. And I'm like, yeah, I know. What's your point? I'm just thinking of the people joining the live stream thinking this is Sonic Spinball 2. It is though. Technically. Well, not technically, actually, no, not technically, but It might as well be. Score multiplier 128. I don't believe in that. How are you, my dad? You are very welcome to Green Hill Gaming as always. I'm not doing too bad now. A bit tired now for most of the day because I was up until 4 o'clock in the morning watching the Game Awards. You know yourself. But other than that, no. Grand, more or less. How are you? Well, finally, the challenge is about to be complete. Good, we have. I heard that now from my reliable source that you have snow currently, snow and ice. So what's going to happen with that? What's going to happen with the buses and whatnot? Transport. Just be thankful you don't have any volcanic eruptions. Although I'd say you're so cold, no, you probably wouldn't mind a volcanic eruption. As long as that doesn't show up.
Whatever you did triggered an eruption, and the lava burned away the cloud bank and revealed something.
Hey, I've seen my fair share of pinball machines. I know one when I see one. Were those really part of the original ruins? I mean, the tech here outpaces Eggman's and is older than old. I guess the love of pinball predates civilization.
Sonic, that Titan down there, do you really plan on fighting that? Even as Supersonic, that thing is...
Keeping you, Amy, and Knuckles trapped? So yeah, I'm gonna take it down.
Don't know. On the news they say might be no transport meant. I suppose it's one of those kind of situations where see how it goes. I personally can't see it being that bad. Like I don't think there's going to be any like blizzards or anything like that. I'd say it'd be grand.
Sit tight,
Hopefully.
partner. I'll take out this last Titan and get everyone back to normal.
We'll keep you up to date. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully no, won't be as bad. You know, it's so cold right now. I wouldn't mind if I was like standing beside this like volcanic river right now. Although realistically speaking, logically speaking, I'd more than likely be burned to a crisp anywhere near or molten lava. It's like lava in Irish, is it? Lava. I nearly had it. Oh God, you alright? Oh, be careful now, like. That's what I mean, like. Oh. Yeah, be careful now with that, like. Well, as long as you nearly had one. That's all that matters. But I just dropped down. Sonic, you'll be born to a crisp. Well, Sonic is taking a break from the pinball now for a bit to fight Knight. Bad where the Osa place is. Just be careful, like when you're coming in and out. Crap. Coulson, how are you? Oh God. Madman, yep, the mad Sonic the Hedgehog fanatic is back with another Sonic Frontiers live stream. Deal with it, Coulson. Deal with it. I'm only joking. Coulson, how are you keeping? As always, you're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming. I'm, of course, streaming Sonic Frontiers. I'm on the third island, fighting the Titan right now at the moment, so I hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy. She loves this weather. I actually like cold weather, just not when it's like raining or anything like that. Like, I just can't handle that kind of shit now, like. Oh, Supersonic time. When you saw the snow, she was like a child. Oh, that's funny. Did you watch the Game Awards, Coulson? I know you didn't watch it, Dan, so I'm not going to ask you. I did watch it. The ending surprised me. I think the ending surprised a lot of people. That situation has become an internet sensation, a meme. Sadly, no RE4 demo. Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Sorry, no, about that, Coulson. Sorry that you didn't get your RE4 demo. Maybe that will happen soon in a separate, like, Resident Evil type event. But yeah, the ending to the Game Awards was random, to say the least. Some kid shows up on stage and starts talking about Bill Clinton and mental carry-on. Sucks that overshadowed the Elden Ring nomination. It did, to be fair on the lads, you know, who worked on Elden Ring. It did kind of overshadow, you know, that game, winning game of the year, like, you know. There's crazy people out there, like. But the soundtrack in this game is quality. The King's there. Well, I heard all about it yesterday, so yeah, I know, I'm well aware. Supersonic making short work of the night with that fantastic soundtrack playing in the background. How's the weather in Cork? Just cold, a bit frosty at the moment, but thankfully no like snow, no or anything like that. Colson, what was your highlight of the Game Awards? So, you know, Colson's highlight was the speech Christopher Judge gave. You mean that extensively long, like, extended cut speech to Bois when he won Best Performance was pretty great to me. I actually voted for the voice actor that did Atreus. I don't know his name, embarrassingly. I should know his name to give him the credit that he deserves, you know, instead of just calling him Atreus. No, I just think he did a fantastic job, to be fair. But they all did. They all did. Every voice actor in the game did a great job. Personally, I felt that the voice actor that did Atreus deserved it. But look, so did Christopher Judge. Fun fact about Christopher Judge is, I didn't know until recently, he actually was in Stargate SG-1. And I grew up watching Stargate SG-1. So I actually grew up watching Christopher Judge, which is insane. So that's your highlight. So great, man. Good stuff. Good. It was a good speech. No, a tad bit long. A tad bit long, but no, great speech and well deserved. The multiplayer game was the only thing I didn't like. What multiplayer game? Come on, there was a good few multiplayer games now in Wisconsin. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific now about that. The multiplayer. Oh, you mean the multiplayer? What? The multiplayer nomination, the one that won. You mean Splatoon 3? Yeah, I think there were plenty of better games this year. Yeah, that was a big win for Nintendo, Splatoon 3. I actually forget the nominees, but some of them were like Multiverses was there, and Call of Duty was there as well. Yeah, Nintendo, this is not the first time that Nintendo hung in there with the big boys and actually won. So this is another example of Nintendo winning big at the Game Awards, beating the big boys, beating the hardcore games. It's a fantastic multiplayer game. It has a lot of multiplayer options to choose from, to be fair. So I'd say well deserved, really, for Nintendo. And it's a different type of multiplayer game as well at that. So yeah, big win for Nintendo. Splatoon 3. So you didn't quite like that. What were you hoping for? What were you like? What did you vote for? If you voted at all, what would have been the multiplayer game that you would have wanted to win? See, the Switch is doing well. It's doing very well. I would love if two Nintendo haters in particular. I'm gonna name drop them. I'm gonna name drop them right here. I swear to God. Actually, I forget one of his names. Aaron O'Connor and I don't even know his Graham. Yeah, let's just say Aaron and Graham. I remember when the Switch was announced and revealed to the world, and those two particular Nintendo haters were like, the Nintendo Switch is going to flop. Fast forward to 2022, and the Nintendo Switch has outsold the PS4 officially. It's official right now. The Switch has outsold the PS4, which is huge. So the Switch is doing very well right now. I'm pretty basic. I voted Call of Duty. That's fine, Call of Duty, but I've never played Splatoon, so it probably deserves to win. Yeah, I voted for it because I believe that Nintendo offer something different whenever they enter a genre. So when Nintendo entered the online shooting genre, I believe that it's something completely different with Turf Wars, involving two teams of four, and whichever team literally inks with a colourful ink, inks the map with the most ink wins. I just think that's a really innovative concept, and they've expanded upon that over the years. And there's a lot more than just Turf Wars. There's Salmon Run as well. Is that fucking called Salmon Run? There's lots of other multiplayer modes. So personally, that's the whole point of voting. It's a democracy. I personally went with Splatoon 3 because I felt like it was the better multiplayer game. But that's fine, man. I voted Call of Duty. I'm not going to have a go at you for that. Perfectly fine. I feel Splatoon went under the radar. Not a lot to talk around it. What do you mean went under the radar? Didn't really go under the radar when I won best multiplayer game, Colson. I was going to get one. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I can't get one. Of course. There's absolutely no reason why you couldn't and shouldn't get a Nintendo Switch. Fun has no age limit. That was supposed to be hard mode, and I just took on the second last Titan on the game on hard mode, and I made it look easy. I only heard about Splatoon for the first week, then any news just dipped off. Was it because Nintendo isn't really your thing, Colson? Splatoon isn't really your thing. If you were interested in the game, you'd be looking it up, and you'd be, I'm pretty sure there was even a Splatoon Direct, I think, leading up to the release of the game. There was a lot of hype and marketing for Splatoon 3 leading up to its release. So it did get a lot of coverage. So I'd say the reason you feel like Splatoon 3, that there wasn't much around it, is because I suppose, again, it wouldn't be your kind of thing. But it's obviously a lot of people's thing because it won best multiplayer game. I feel like it sounds like I'm rubbing in your face now, Colson. I'm sorry if that's how it feels, but it is what it is, man. It won multiplayer, best multiplayer game of the year. So I presume that is your least favorite part of the show. What was your best announcement? Your best world premiere? I might get one. Only thing is, when you call down, you would take it over. Sure, I already have one. I wouldn't be doing that. I already have one. I have no one Switch to take over. Oh, there was this one game they announced that reminded me of Silent Hill. Oh my god, that was early on, wasn't it? I think I know the exact game you're talking about. I cannot remember the name of the game, but I think it was early on in the show. And it did remind me of Silent Hill as well, if we're both thinking of the same game. Yeah, I think I know the one. Yeah. I think I know the one. So that was your favourite highlight, your favourite world premiere. What would you rate the Game Awards overall out of 10? Like what's your overall opinion on the show? Would you say it was Would you say it was? Would you say it was amazing, great, good, or only okay? You know, what would you personally rate the show overall? Do you know the? Do you know? Do you know the two? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. What two? Eight out of 10. That's a pretty good score. That's a Colson is Jeff Keighley would love that. No, was actually good. All the nominations were well deserved, and the game announcements were stunning. Well, it looks like you really enjoyed yourself now last night with the Game Awards, man. Glad for that, man. Glad for that. Jeff Keighley, now you should tweet that. Jeff Keighley would be delighted with himself. You said you know the one. Oh, yeah. Come on, no. You can do better than that, no. Glad you enjoyed the portion. I was just going to pause that, but we can't let their sacrifice be in vain. So Sonic is kind of like connected to the ancestors' memories because he's been in and out of cyberspace, and cyberspace is like the digital consciousness of the ancients. So that explains that. I was disappointed that Sonic Frontiers didn't win Player's Choice Player Choice Award, to say the least.
The final lock has been revealed. Silence the Six Towers. Tear down the walls between dimensions.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna say there was a surprise Titan.
There actually is. Have the heating on and I'm still cold. It is that kind of a day. I'll tell you, Dublin is one cold city. It is actually, to be fair, like it does. It's something in the air in Dublin. What always happens to me is whenever I go up to Dublin and whenever I come back, it's probably a form of travel sickness, but like kind of like halfway through the journey back to Cork, I always get this headache, and it's not just a headache; it's kind of like a woozy feeling as well. Like, and it's just a terrible feeling, to be honest.
Hang tight, partner. We're almost through this.
Be careful.
Careful. Where's the fun in that?
Same as me. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. So this is the fourth island, technically, but to be fair, as you can see, the whole island is already revealed, and there's nothing really on the island other than the Six Towers. So it's kind of a fake island, you know, is how I would put it. It's a fake island, yeah. I'm not going to get time in this live stream to do the Six Towers, so I think I'll keep this for another live stream, so I'll just save it here now in case I forget to save it later. I can talk for a little while before the live stream ends. I was going to talk about my impressions of the Game Awards, but I think I'll kind of like do that like in a full live stream or something like that, even though I'll be a bit late for the party, to be honest with you. Other than what I will say is I'm just disappointed that Sonic Frontiers, you know, didn't win Player's Choice. I believe that's the name of the category, Player's Choice Award. I don't like the fact that Genshin Impact won that. because it's a game that's been out for over 2 years. I don't like that. There was a category for best ongoing game, and Genshin was nominated for that award, and it makes sense because it's best ongoing game. So obviously, the games that are in that category are games that have been ongoing for a period of time, for a number of years. So I can understand why Genshin Impact would be in that category. Okay, I can understand that, but the Player's Choice Award category, I just don't personally. I don't feel like there should have been a game in that category that has been around for over 2 years. It should have been games that released this year that didn't, make it to the other categories. And it's the whole point of this category, Players' Choice Awards, is literally that. It's the player's choice, giving the player the opportunity to vote for their game of the year. Because let's face it, not everyone is an Elden Ring nerd. To be blunt about it, that's not everyone's cup of tea. Coulson highlighted the fact that Splatoon isn't his cup of tea. Not every game is for everyone. Like the one thing that Jeff Keighley likes to do, and it's not just Jeff Keighley, it's a lot of gamers as well outside of Jeff Keighley, but I'm just going to say, Jeff Keighley in particular, is, and this was said to me this morning, and they got it absolutely spot on. He likes to sugarcoat these games that a lot of people just have absolutely no interest in. And there's a lot of people that don't have any interest in Elden Ring. And games like Elden Ring. He just sugarcoats them and makes them out to be the best thing ever. Look, so the reality is, like, the Players' Choice Awards was for people to vote for their Game of the Year. Okay? Game of the Year. So putting in Genshin Impact was a disappointment. And the fact that it won was an even greater disappointment. He did say that they removed the bots. Take his word for it. But Genshin Impact still won. No, I don't really want to hate on the game too much. Although I was pretty pissed off that it won last night. But it's just the fact that the game has been out over 2 years. Give it to another game that has been released this year. Depends on how you like your tea. It's true, some people like their tea really strong, some people like their tea a bit weak, some people like their tea cold and hot and sugar, no sugar, so very, very true. But no, seriously, not everyone's going to like the same game. I'm not one of those people that loses their shit over Elden Ring. I haven't played Elden Ring. I don't want to play Elden Ring. Those kind of games are not for me. Games that like to torture you when you pick up the controller. I'm sorry, not for me. I don't want to be tortured playing my games. Thank you very much. If maybe some people are into that kind of shit, being tortured and pain and whatever else. Look, that's your thing. Have fun, but it ain't for me. I like to have fun playing my games, and being tortured is not my idea of fun. So yeah, it's just not for me. Elden Ring is not for me anyway. But that's another thing. My point that I was trying to make is the point of the Players' Choice Awards is to give an opportunity to players to vote for a game that they believe is their game of the year. And I think that putting in a game that was released 2 years ago is just not fair. It's not fair. Sonic Frontiers should have won 100%. The fact that game had hardly any representation at the Game Awards also pisses me off. Look, the game is not perfect, but is any game perfect? I mean, they're sugarcoating Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, look, there's more content coming. Oh, look, Keanu Reeves is back. Isn't this game so great? No, it's not. It's still a heap of shit. It took them over a year to make the game even playable. Again, Jeff Keighley sugarcoating crap. He's the only person in the gaming industry can sprinkle millions on a piece of shit, you know, and literally sugarcoat it fucking with millions. You know, the fucking candy thing, millions. I don't know if you have them across the world. He's the only person that can sugarcoat shit and hype it up and expect people to get excited for it. You know? So yeah, I mean, new content for Cyberpunk 2077 was shown. I didn't hear anyone have any problem with that. But sure, look, Sonic Frontiers has a bit of pop in here and there, and it just gets completely ignored. That's not right. Like, there's no game in 2022 is perfect. No game in 2022 doesn't have bugs and glitches. So, Sonic Frontiers should have been represented at the Game Awards last night, and it definitely deserved to win Player's Choice 100%. The Genshin Impact should not have been in it. And not having a go at Genshin Impact or its fan base, I'm just personally saying it shouldn't have been in the category. It should have definitely been in the best ongoing game, definitely. Makes sense, because it's a game that's been on for a while and it's been supported for a while. That makes sense, but not Player's Choice Awards. So that's going to do it for the live stream. I will be back again, obviously, some stage. Could be 10 years' time. I'm joking. So until then, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, hope you enjoy. And enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your morning, your evening, whatever. And yeah, thanks for watching.